So happy to see my next guest finally make his UFC debut. He's going to be taking place at April 29th, UFC Fight Night, taking on Julian Erosa. It is Fernando Padilla back here on the program. Fernando, how are you, man?
Really good, really good. Just training hard, staying constant on the camp, already putting the weight down and ready to go.
Yeah, have you is it kind of soaking in now? You're finally going to make that debut. We were sort of talking off air. You and I have been doing interviews for a couple of years, and it's so great to finally see you here. I think we knew it was going to happen eventually, but now that we're getting closer, are you able to enjoy it a bit?
Yeah, I'm enjoying every bit of it. Honestly, can't wait to be there. Can't wait to have that fight week experience. I'm gonna be able to see my name on the shorts, and that's a dream come true. Other than that, I've been just working as hard as I could. I want to get the best performance that I can inside. It's gonna be a good fight, and it's gonna be a good show too.
Certainly is. So, if my timeline's correct here, and correct me if I'm wrong, you're supposed to make your UFC debut in October of 2021. I believe there were some visa issues there. We haven't seen
Mhm.
you since. What's been the reason for the layoff?
Yeah, just the visa. Really, to be real with you, just the visa issues, and other than that, I've been staying constant, staying training, trying to like get as better, the best version of me, and evolving constantly. It's been almost 2 years, and just staying on it.
How difficult was it though? And was there a point you thought maybe this might not happen just because that's a long time to wait for getting everything approved? Did you get worried at all?
Yeah, a lot worry more. Last year, 2022 was really hard. More than nothing, I feel 2021 was it was just up and downs. The whole I'm there and then maybe not, and just the wait. 2022, I tell you, was just horrible to be waiting. But well, horrible, horrible, right? Like, I mean, to be honest with you, just I try to stay as positive as I can. I just said it a moment ago, but patience is a gift, and it's a gift that I have. And I've been really patient. I've been just constantly working, constantly in the lab, constantly in the gym, just making myself better.
And a good opponent for your debut. I mean, it doesn't get much tougher than Julian Erosa, obviously a 38 fight veteran. How do you feel like stylistically you match up against him here?
I think it's a great fight. It impressed me the way that the matchmakers really think in the UFC. I've been saying it and I'm gonna keep saying it because it's a real thing, right? Like, I think about a lot of names, a lot of people who like they probably match me up. Even 2022, seeing so many people, so many new people in the UFC. So uh, as soon as they give me Julian the Rosa name, I was like, wow, these guys know what they're doing, and I'm just happy to have him as my first fight. I know he's a veteran, and I respect him for that. And it makes me want to train harder, want to be better, just to be able to perform in my best.
Now, he had mentioned I spoke to him, and he had mentioned that like I don't think you guys ever trained together, but like he like knew of you. I guess you guys were both in Vegas training or something. Do you remember seeing him at the PI or anything like that? A couple years ago, I think he was saying.
We did train together.
Mhm.
Not
Like a little bit
not
is kind of what he said. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like drilling. It was literally drilling. Coach Casey bring all the people from Vegas at that time, and we just move in the gym and Timoyama, but it wasn't like really really training between us. And then after that, I really didn't see him on Vegas the last few times that I went. My first time in the PI, my first time ever in the PI was like 3 days, and I remember I see Henry Cejudo, not Henry Cejudo. I watched Aljamain Sterling, Tatiana Suarez was there, Francis Ngannou was there. There was a bunch of people that like I was like, oh damn. But I didn't see Julian at all. Obviously, if I see him, I will say hi to him. So like I will know that he was there, but I really didn't see him. Uh, but yeah, I think we just have one interaction in like all this time.
Yeah, no, I know it was very, very brief as he sort of described it as well. Training
Yeah.
camp. Who have you been working with? Who have been some of your main training partners leading into this fight?
Well, we have a bunch of bodies, different type of bodies. We have this guy named Ardavan Moeni. He's mostly a kickboxer. He's really really good. Put a beating on me the first 2 weeks. Uh, really really good. Like, his style is really unique. And then obviously with the same teammates as always, I have right now this kid has been tearing it up in Combate Americas. His name is Roberto Romero. He's from my same hometown. I kind of like was the one who introduced him to Timo Yama, and man, he's a monster. He just constantly push. And so like we've been training so good for so long together that he's just been increasing my level. I've been increasing his, and that's one of my main training partners. Robert, it's crazy, you know. Uh,
Yeah.
Other than that, just Evan Norton. He's from Hard Work in at Long Beach. Hard Work the gym. He's really good too. And just being around. Just recently, I went to a different gym to train with Jacob Rosales too, from the
Oh,
Den,
nice.
the little Badger, and
Yep.
just like that, just staying constant and looking to see the best body that I can. Obviously, nobody is like stylistically is like Julian, but it helps to have different bodies.
Yeah, and no one is big either. Julian is such a big featherweight. Like I don't know how he makes the weight. I think every interview I ask him about that because he's just like he's tall for the weight class for sure.
Hmm.
What about your corner? Who's going to be in the cage with you for your debut?
I'm gonna have Brock Diaz. He's one of my training partners too right now. He's gonna be in my corner. I have Coach Colin Oyama, and I'm gonna have my old coach from Chihuahua, Mauricio Ramirez.
Okay, there you go. And how do you see this fight playing out on April 29th?
I know it's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a good fight. Stylistically, me and him have a really good striking and really good pressure just in general. So I think it's gonna be a war. It's just gonna be a war, just like another occasions, and I'm ready.
Yeah, no, we're looking forward to it, man. Obviously,
So
last weekend we had a big UFC card. Israel Adesanya winning his title back. What did you think of that knockout? Pretty spectacular.
wow, crazy. It kept me in my chair. Literally, I couldn't believe it. I was like, whoa, that was impressive. It's something that he did before, right? Obviously, the same punch, the same right hand, but now he did it earlier on the round and was able to capitalize, and that was incredible. That was really really incredible to watch. It's just the sport, MMA. That's why you never bet on MMA.
You talked about the layoff there, not looking past April 29th, but I imagine you want to keep active this year just to kind of make up for lost time a bit. Is that kind of what you're thinking for the rest of the year? You want
Yeah,
to get
yeah,
a couple
yeah.
couple more fights in?
Hell yeah. If I can, if things go the right way, how I plan it to go, maybe international fight week. You never know. I would love to fight there too. I would love to just stack fights as much as I can this year,
Yeah.
and just show who I am. Put it on display.
And what about the timing of you coming into the UFC? We got, obviously Alexa Grasso, the flyweight champion. You've got Yair Rodriguez, the interim champion. You got Brandon Moreno, the flyweight champion. Like, it's a good time to, come in the UFC as a Mexican fighter. How inspiring is that, seeing some of those performances, especially Alexa finishing Valentina Shevchenko? No one's done that in the UFC.
No, honestly, it's a big push. It makes me really happy to see that the sport is evolving back home too in Mexico. They putting the eyes on the sport really 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 big. When I was in Chihuahua, MMA wasn't nothing, and then I came here and trying to put a name in Mexico, trying to represent constantly, but they doing it and they doing it right, and I'm happy to be part of that now. Be able to be part of that Mexican push in the UFC and be part of the fighters. We have a not just that, not just the champions, right? But we have really good prospect too coming from Mexico, so I'm glad to be one of them. I'm glad to be able to perform and keep that stick going higher. The fire is gonna burn.
Yeah, we're looking forward to your debut, man. April 29th, UFC Fight Night. If there's anyone you want to thank before we get out of here, any sponsors or any social media you want to mention, I'll give you the last word.
I mean, my family and friends always, the people around Timo Yama, they always been awesome. It's my second family here. All my teammates, my friends, the people around me right now. I feel that I'm on a really good spot in my life. I feel really blessed, and just wanted to thank them. Follow me on social media and Del Valiente in Instagram, and my sponsors back home, Jose Luis, mi papá, I want to thank also Argos. Argos has been helping me a lot too here. Gulumination. Keep an eye on him too. He's been on a tear lately on fights. Uh, but yeah, pretty much them. Iridium Sports, my management. I can't thank them enough. They've been on me. They stay constant with me, and they always put me on the right spots.